All right, welcome to Situations with Moon. And you know how we do, man. When you get with Moon, we in the situation room, man. And you know, we talk about things that we want to talk about. We talk about things we need to talk about. Now, I'm going to get y'all this situation. And I guess I'm going to have to say some names right here so you can understand the severity of the situation and what went on. So I'm out in Indiana. I'm in Terre Haute. And I'm fucking with the GDs. I'm fucking with Larry Hoover, co-defendants.
In 1995, Larry Hoover, the reputed founder and leader of the Gangster Disciples, was indicted alongside several high-ranking members of the organization in a sweeping federal case that charged them with operating a continuing criminal enterprise, drug trafficking, and money laundering. Among Hoover's co-defendants were Gregory Schell, who served as second-in-command, and Andrew Howard, the organization's third-in-command. Additional defendants included Jerry Strahorn and Darrell Branch. Other individuals charged in the case were Tyron Z. Wilson, William Edwards, and Adrian Brad, each of whom held leadership or influential roles within the gang structure. The investigation revealed an extensive criminal network operating both inside and outside of prison, orchestrated by Hoover and his associates. The defendants were found guilty on multiple charges, leading to life sentences for Hoover and other top-ranking members, while several co-defendants received substantial prison terms.
Dude named Fool. Crusher out there at the time, too. Shout out to Crusher, man. Good dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give him all his props. Crusher, good dude. Hell of a baseball player. Shout out to you, Playboy. Miss watching you play baseball. You know what I'm saying? But I'm out in Indiana. And I'm in the unit with Fool and Ruben. GDs. And we in J Block. And so, you know, of course, I'm from DC, this Moon, and they from Chicago. And we fucking with each other. I'm talking about we fucking with each other tough. And one day, some Mexican that's in the block with us, and he run a ticket. He had a sports ticket. You could play football, you could play basketball, you could play baseball, you could play hockey, you could do NASCAR. He got a ticket. In prison, we're in the feds, right? In the federal penitentiary, right? In the penitentiary and the feds, stamps is the money. So you go to commissary and you buy a book of stamps, it's like $8 or something. No, it's $10 or some shit like that, whatever. However much a book of stamps costs, that's how much it costs. On the compound, the value goes up a little bit. So I'm in a unit, and the GDs, they got a store. Ruben running the store. There's a few people that got a store, but his store got everything. So I be going to Ruben, fucking with Ruben with his store. We be cooking together, you know, like I might go buy 2 bags of rice, whatever. He be like, Moon, you know, I'm great, make a bowl, man, you know. So we'll put shit together, we cook, whatever, we networking. A lot of my homies had fallouts with GDs and vice lords and BDs or whatever. I never did. I've always been cool with them. So we're in the block, we cooling. You know what I'm saying? Like we chilling. And I needed some stamps, man. Trying to play me a ticket. Trying to buy me some white lightning. I got the weed, but I'm trying to play me a ticket. So I go to the ticket man, the Mexican. The story that I'm telling is not to talk bad about Mexicans, because I fuck with Serranos, I fuck with Tango Blast, I fuck with Pisons, Like, and definitely the DC Hispanic homies, you know what I'm saying? So, it's not me talking bad about, Hispanics or Mexicans or none of that. I ain't no racist, bro. I fuck with Hispanics and I fuck with Mexicans. But this particular incident was a fucking goddamn situation dealing with a Mexican. So I'm like, fuck, bro. Like, I go to the Mexican and I tell him, I say, look, give me 20 bucks. I'll pay you a commissary. He said, all right, I got you, man. I said, all right, bet, I'll leave. I go back over here, I'm with the GDs. I'm with Fool and Ruben. We over here playing cards at the table, chilling. Now, if you a GD and you know Fool, Larry Hoover, co-defendant Fool, that motherfucker crazy as shit, man. He a real fucking fool. Good dude, though. And I'm not saying he a real fucking fool in no way to talk bad about him in no kind of way, because when we was locked up and we was in prison, he was 10 toes down, like no flaw. Like he had no flaws in him. So I ain't saying that in a bad way. When I say that, I'm saying it from August, this my man. Fool is fucking crazy, bro. That motherfucker a fool. And so we sitting there playing cards, whatever, and the police called Ruben, but Ruben got a knife on him. So when Ruben get up and the police calling him, Ruben throw the knife. Fool instantly get up to go grab the knife. I instantly go up to do a decoy, a deploy, or whatever the fuck you call it, to get the people up off him if something go wrong, because I ain't doing nothing right now. Okay, that situation over with. The Mexican called me, sell me the 20 bucks. I get the 20 bucks. I'm gone on about my business. Put my ticket in, bought me some food from the store, man, Ruben, made my little bowl. I'm sitting in the TV room watching TV, eating my fried rice. You know what I'm saying? Food called me. Come here, Mom. Mind you, this is my man, him and Ruben. I get up, I go running. What's up, bro? He said, Mo, you get some stamps from that Mexican? But I see this alarm look on him, so I'm like, oh, what's going on? He said, I think that Mexican stole my 20 bucks. He said, I had some books on me when Ruben went up there. I got up to go up there to 8 and 6 room, and I must have dropped my books out of my back pocket. I think the Mexican got in and sold it to you. Did you buy 20 books from him? So hold up, bro. Let me check something out. So I go to the Mexican. I say, bro, what's up, bro? Where you get them books from? He like, you don't question me. What? Okay. I leave. We got a homie from Virginia, from Roanoke, Virginia. Homie named Chill. Chill coming in. He tell me, the Mexican called me. This the time went by. The Mexican called me over there. He said, hey, when you go to the store, get a bag to Chill. I said, what? I'm not giving nothing to no Chill. I'm giving it to you. Like, that was the deal. Like, what that got to do with it? Anyway, come to find out, he stole the stamps. So when things wouldn't go his way, he tried to work his power that he got amongst his homies, the Mexicans. And so he called me to the room. I ain't gonna say no names because I don't want to talk about rank or whatever. But he called me to the room, and I get to the room, and he like, hey, look, the next time that I tell you, and that's all I heard, my mind blanked. I hit his ass with a 5-piece, and before you know it, the GD's running in the room stabbing his ass up. So they stab his ass up. So boom, I leave, because once they come in and start stabbing him, like, I'm gone. It ain't my beef no more. Y'all took over, so I leave. I see him, blood everywhere. He come walking out, he staggering and shit. He looking at my cell. He just collapsed, boom. So I'm like, oh, fuck, we killed him. Damn. But he didn't die. And so they locked the institution down, and SIS came, Special Institution Services. They like FBI, CIA. So if you go to prison and SIS come, that's FBI, CIA, same shit, but just in prison. But they came, it was pretty much like, first of all, what they did was they locked the institution down, and then when they came in our unit, they bought a bunch of GDs, vice lords, a bunch of Mexicans, and then me and my little homie Juvenile. We was the only two DC they brought out, and they was like, you know, we thought it was a GD thing, but everybody here ain't GD. You know, I ain't say nothing. Juvenile ain't say nothing. So their whole thing was like, can we let the institution off lockdown? The GDs was like, yeah, let it up. You know what I'm saying? We'll holler at the Mexicans. And, you know, that was a big situation with the Mexicans. And because he stole, it stopped further wars. So shout out to Tango Blast, Serranos, Norteños. I know y'all enemies, but you know, y'all own family to me, man. Pisons. If I left some people out, cool. You know what I'm saying? But this one.